Good morning. I know I'm starting a couple minutes early. Just want to have people get time to get online too. So it's Thursday. Let's see. I have coffee. It's hot. Oh, and I do want to say if there's anybody watching from the Carolinas area, stay safe, folks. Just stay safe. We just want to know that you guys are okay. Florence's good news overnight was that she decreased a little in strength. So hopefully that's a good sign. I love weather. I'd go storm chasing if I could. But I don't know what that means for the Carolinas. It's going to be pretty devastating, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of destruction. Hi, Sharon. Are you not, so you're not running yet, right, Sharon? Oh, so it's early. Well, I'm almost to work. I'm ready for work. Once I finish up here, I've got to put together some cards. Oh, Sharon, I almost messaged you last night because I was like, oh, this card needs something else. But I think I got it figured out. So see you tonight. So for those of you who are wondering, Sharon is a fellow demonstrator on the same. We're on the same team, and our team meeting is tonight. And so this weekend, Sharon needed some assistance, and I came through with a roll of the ribbon that she was looking for, and we hung out and talked for a few minutes and kind of thought about her card in a different way. So last night I was working on my cards, and I'll show you something that I was working on here as well. Putting in sprinklers to enter the new line. Oh, water the new line. Very cool. Good luck with that. You've got a lot going on. Hi, Reba. Thanks for sharing. Oh my gosh. My list of winners. Oh, you guys are going to kill me. So for those of you who have won before, many of those have gone out. I do still have two, and I have a catalog that needs to go out. I did that list last night, and now I don't know where it is. So I'm so sorry if I come across it in my... I'm so organized right now with the card that we're working on today that I don't want to stop and go find my list. If I find it at the end, I wrote them down. I pulled the names and then I wrote them down and I tore it out in a notebook. And I don't see anything laying around on my desk. Ah! Oh, we're going to have a feast of... We're going to have a party next week with lots and lots of prizes. So thanks for sharing, Reba. I'll put your name in the drawing as well for the feast. Maybe I just give everybody something. Hi, Rena. Good morning. I'm so excited. I was watching the news this morning, and it looks like we have a cool down coming. I'm so ready. Thanks, Brina, for sharing. I am so ready for fall weather. Putting on work clothes this morning, I'm like, what am I gonna wear? It's too hot. Hi, Rhonda from Hastings, Minnesota. Thanks for joining. Texas Panhandle, Reba, what city? I have family. My grandparents were from Texas. My dad was born in Amarillo, long time ago. So, so lots of fun stuff this morning. It is 7:01. So yeah, Tuesday we're supposed to get a little cooler weather. They say Florence is blocking our cold weather, so let's move Florence on out. Like I said earlier, prayers and thoughts for all of those in that storm's path. I have family in South Carolina, and they're pretty inland, so I think they're going to be okay, especially with the decrease in strength overnight. So we'll see. So I was having fun. I told you guys last week that I really wanted to play with that little, you're going to see the reflection in there. Oh, okay. I know where Dumas is. Yay. I wanted to play with the light bulb. Now, as you can see right there, I said it looks like a bowling pin. I haven't done the bowling pin yet. I love it that it's silver and you can see the reflection of everything. So I haven't played with the bowling pin part of it yet, but there's the light bulb. Okay. And there's a set that comes, that it's a bundle. It's called Making Christmas Bright. And that you can stamp the light bulbs. And the one I use today is going to be just the very plain one, but you can see there's lots of fun. And there's another set in the holiday catalog that has even more of these that will coordinate with this. So I feel like I'm hitting the jackpot with this. So as I was playing, I told you guys last week I wanted to do Halloween lights, not so quite ready for Christmas. So don't forget to share. And as we go through this, you're going to see a couple of things that I'm working on. So let me go ahead and flip you over. I know, Reba, I love that punch. And you're gonna see. So let me flip you over. Close your eyes. Hold on tight. Don't lose your seat. And I'm going to switch. You see my sign in the background? Hocus pocus, I need wine to focus. Yay! Look how cool that card is. I just had so much fun. So I'm going to show you how I put all this together, but see my little Halloween lights? I just think they're fun. Okay, so to start with, I started this card completely different, and then I couldn't get it to work out the way I wanted to. So let me show you how I started it. I started it like this. And I really like the boo here, so we're going to have to do something to finish this card off. I'll show you how I did this because it's the same way I got this, just looks different. So last night I'm working on some cards for our team meeting tonight. We do a swap, and without giving it all away, thanks guys, thanks for the cute card. Show some love. You can click that heart button or the smile button. So last night when I was playing with my cards for tonight's swap, I was like, oh, this would be a cool haunted house. Comes from a completely different set. But yep, I colored it in, kind of made it look all gray and gloomy, and then the tree. And I'll show you this set next week. So this is a preview for Farmhouse Christmas. You're going to see this set in use next week. But this is, and I might do haunted house. I might do Thanksgiving house. Christmas house, I don't know, we'll figure out this house. And there's framelits and all sorts of stuff that goes along with that, but I wanted to show you my little haunted house. This was totally a mess because I got splotchy up at the top. Oops, sorry, it's autofocusing. So there's my house. Okay, so let me show you how I did this to get to this. All right, back in April I attended our Onstage Local and fell in love with this set of framelits and stamps. And I haven't used it until last night, or until this week when I was making this set for you. Lined alphabet, and then layering alphabet dies. So there's a trick to this one, and it did take me a little bit to use it. You can see, I think there's 34 die pieces in here, and it did take me a little bit to learn it. So I'm going to share with you my learnings. Then I'm going to show you how to do it maybe different or easier. So first things first is when I'm going through these, I couldn't figure out which my B was, because that looks like a B right there. But when you line it up and run it through the Big Shot, it ends up being a P. So I learned to label. I haven't gone through and done that to everything yet, but I had to find my B because I had to find the boo. Okay, so let me move Mr. Big over. Mr. Big, like Sex and the City, right? Because so many of us watch that. I know my Sex and the City fans are out there. Okay. And I'm actually going to set this up differently here. All right, so I'm using the magnetic platform. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that tickle in my throat. Okay. Using my magnetic platform, and I'm using this piece that comes, well, that's not going to work, so we're going to fix it so it will. This piece comes in the set, and this is the piece that makes the magic happen. So you can see here there's two different designs. You get a curved one and you get a square one. Hi Ridma. Hi Jean. So you get these will line up with your letter die. So you lay that down. And this is, now I'm doing this just so I can cut the letters out, just so I can do this. This takes a little bit more coordination. So you have to get your pieces sized correctly, and then you can work good on this. I just want to cut the letters out for you today. So all I really need to do is make sure, now you can see I lined my curvy up at the top and my square at the bottom, and it's just kind of want to giving me fits here. Okay. And cutting plate. Let's see this magic. So I'm going to lift that up. And look at that. There, now you can see it. I've got the bee. I'll show you. I'm going to trim that off. Put my bee aside here. I need to do an O with the black as well. Again, it's just lining this up. And you want to make sure, now I cut my pieces, I'm using scrap pieces, so it may look a little short and wonky. Okay. I'm going to line that up again. Now, if we were getting into this, and I will show you how to do this one day. If we were getting into this, I would show you where these notches on this piece right here become very, very, very critical and important. So for now, I'm just using the letters to cut out. And I don't remember what demonstrator I was watching. There's been several videos out there about how to use the layering alphabet. Like I said, I've had this for a while. Just now used it last night, night before, to create this wonderful, cute little card, I think. Okay, so there's my O, one of my O's. Now the other O I want to do, of course, is in orange. So we're going to back our board up. This one is a little easier because line those shapes up. Grab the plate. Ooh, I moved to the paper when I did that. Dang it. Okay. All right. And there's our other O. Yay. Okay. I'm going to move Mr. Big here for a bit. Get all my pieces on top of him. I'm going to use the Big Shot again here very shortly. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead, since I've got him out. I'm just going to use a different... What I'm going to do now is use our fabulous corrugated dynamic textured. Oh, Reba, you are so welcome. I fell in love with it, so it will probably see a lot more light. And the stamps are just as cool, so I'm going to show you how to do that too, in case you don't have the Big Shot. Of course, if you want it, I can tell you how to get it. And then the lined alphabet. So let's go ahead and corrugate our piece of pumpkin pie. To do that, now this is a thick embossing folder. This is another trick. Hi, Beverly. So this is thick, and if you try to use it on as a regular embossing folder, it's not going to work. It's going to break your machine. So here's the trick to this. You take your thick, any of the thick folders, you go ahead and you line your paper up in there, set it up like this, and notice I have my multi-purpose platform tab 1, and I'm not putting a pad underneath. I'm just going to lay my folder down, put the pad on top. We're going to roll it through. The Big Shot is why I fell in, or how I fell in love with Stampin' Up. I had to have it. It had to be got it at a discount. Yay. So, and my poor thing, it went through major surgery this year. The gears on the inside had warped, and Sizzix will send you, or they sent me anyway, the free gears, and all I had to do was take it apart and put it back together. Me put this thing back together. Yay. It was pretty cool. So, okay. See what this does to our paper? What? I love that. So I'm going to put that to the side. And that's the trick for the textured impressions, the thick. Okay. Now we're going to set him to the side. All right. So now we have pieces of our letters that we're ready to do. And I'm going to show you now. If you'll notice on here, I didn't line Boo up exactly like all in one line. I mean, like why, right? When I needed to cut that framelit out too. So the B is pretty easy. I just take it and I snip straight down. And there's my B. Okay. The O's, I don't cut straight lines worth a hoot. So I just kind of, and you can see it, I'm very off with my, oh, it does not, it's not symmetrical at all, but that's okay. It's going to work for the, it's going to work the way I do it. So that one may be a little more symmetrical, but it's still going to work. Okay, let me take a breath here real quick. I'm going to cut this for you. So is everybody having coffee or tea or whatever beverage you so choose this morning? I think I've only had one cup and I never even finished that. I set my alarm clock early to come and meet with you guys, and yeah, it didn't go off all the way. So I was like, I'm going to be a little bit late. I'm going to cut one more so we can do something different with this one. Now on this one I am using the, it's the Farmhouse Framelits. Yeah, actually that's exactly what they're called, Farmhouse Framelits, for this banner. You could use any banner that you choose that you have. You could die cut it, you could punch it, whatever you choose. That's, oh Reba, I'm ice water too, so good for you. That's the healthier thing to do. And you're welcome, Beverly. I'm glad you're watching that set. So here are the two framelits. Now I want to show you. I'm going to use one to line the letters up, and I'll show you exactly how I did that. Then I want to use the other one, and we're going to stamp it. I think I'm going to do Memento. And because this is a spooky one, I'm going to be honest, your letters don't have to be fully on. I hope that didn't smudge. We got one little dot in there. Now, that one I would take and I would either use a blend or a Stampin' Write marker and color it in. Coffee with the Grand Girls. So that you could, if you don't have the big shot and you wanted to color that in, there you go. Okay, so that's one option too. All right. The stamp set is just as phenomenal as the die set. I just happened to have the dies out when I was doing this. Okay, so here's how I adhered my letters. First, I'm going to put the letter set together. Just going to use a little bit of the Tombow glue. And notice I'm putting the side that I did not, sorry, it's jumping today. I did not cut straight. I'm putting the side down here. And then the same thing for the last O. The side that's not cut straight. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of the Tombow and I'm going to, don't use too much. I'm I'm going to swipe it off the end of the cutting with the demo board. And there's your boo. Okay, so now we have this stuff going on. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and I'm going to adhere the corrugated piece to the basic black. I will post all of these sizes so that you can create your own and you can tinker with it a bit. This corrugated may have gotten used a bit last night. So the next thing I'm going to use, I needed the light cord, right? So what I'm going to use is the black cord. Kind of cool, right? It is, yeah, there it is, cord. And it's basic black. Now to get this to stay, oh, I just lost some dimensionals onto the floor. To get this to stay, I'm going to glue dot one end to the back. And you can really weave this however you wish. I just decided I wanted it held in a couple of different places, so I used my glue dots to do that. Well, I can't get the glue dot on there. There we go. Now, I tried to make it where I was going to have a bulb. I can't wait to make those for you. They're so cool. I hear the weather on upstairs talking about Florence. So, oh, you guys, let's just give a big breath for all of those that are having to deal with that this weekend. I just wish I could hug everybody. All right. And now I'm going to cut it, snip it. And it didn't curl as much as the first one, but you know what? That's okay. No two cards ever have to be the same. All right. Ready? Ready, everybody? Here comes the fun part. Or I say it's the fun part. We're going to stamp our light bulbs. I'm going to do 2 in Memento. And again, if your bulbs don't come out quite as, now this is another tip that I've learned. So my light bulb, I can do it this way, and I probably should do it this way. So line your punch up first. That's big. So if I want to do it this way, I want to put my bulbs up at the top of a paper in the same direction. So I usually do turn my punch up like this so I can line it up. That's just how I have to do it. Others are very much more proficient at it. If you're like me, it might take you a couple of mess ups to get it right. All right. And the chamois to clean off the Memento so we can get into the pumpkin pie. And you could do as many light bulbs as you want. I just did 5. And here comes the punchy part. Let me tell you, the key here too is that you don't want to go all the way to the end, because you do have the end of the light bulb, you know, and I punched glitter paper for that. So you want something to adhere it to. You don't have to, I guess. For me, it just, on this card, I needed something to adhere that glimmer paper to. I just thought, you know what, Halloween's a little over a month away. Let's go ahead and get some Halloween fun going on. Okay, so next, I'm going to go ahead and punch out my 5, my 5 tips too, if I don't lose them all. Now, I have a piece of Post-it here, and you can see, here's why I do this. Because if it gets too short, I have something else to hold on to. Pretty groovy. I did learn that from another demo. Actually, I think my upline. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost. There it is. Oh, goodness. These little things are so small. And then we're going to punch one more. Okie dokie. See how fun this punch is. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to do more with it, honestly. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of Tombow on each of my lights. I just want a little bit, because if I put too much, it's going to squeeze out and get my hands all sticky. And then I'll be, I'm not going to kid you, I'll be whining all day if that happens. My hands are sticky. I got green glue on them. Okay. And then we're just going to put our, and I do have to lay these down to do it. I shouldn't have been so wise to think I was going to pick it up. Now on this, you can see on the punch, the wider end of the end goes to the light bulb. I did a couple of light bulbs last night and couldn't figure out why. I thought they looked funny. Yeah, pay attention to your punch, Shelly. It'll tell you where your stuff needs to go. I just can already tell you I am so excited about the card I have planned for you for next week using the Farmhouse Christmas set. It may or may not be Christmas. It may be the haunted house. It may be a compilation of everything. I may show you how you can take one and do it to the other. Okay. So the good news is I have my mini dimensionals here. This is the thing about the green glue, is that the Tombow multi-purpose glue, is that you have a little bit of forgiveness. Like if you decide it's not lined up exactly right, you can go back and tweak it just a tad. Like that one, you can see it's off. Well, oh yeah, the picker tool too, Beverly. That would, I need to try that one then. I did forget it. I have it. I just forget to use it. We have this great new tool for those of you who aren't aware. It's the picker tool, and it has an adhesive. So like all of our sequins and beads and stuff that were a challenge to get some adhesive on, yeah, they're not anymore. Okay, so now let's line up our and again, this is spooky Halloween stuff. You don't have to have everything lined up just correctly. Now, I noticed I did put that one a little close. I didn't spread them out like I did the ones last night. And I may actually, we're just going to leave that. Okay, there's that. Let's take our boo piece. And because my regular size dimensionals decided to flip over to the other side of the table, I'm just going to use minis. They work just as well. So the other thing I'm going to do is play with that other boo piece that I cut out, the different one. Look at that. Now we just need to adhere it to our pumpkin pie base. Like I said, folks, the sizes will be posted later today. And one of the things that I noticed on the corrugated, if it doesn't decide to stick, I use the tear and tape. Today worked. Today did. Last night I was having a little bit of difficulty because it is so deep, such a deep ridge. Yay! Boo! Boo! Happy Halloween. So one of the things I am going to do and post a card with, I've got to finish this one out, and I don't know yet what I want to do. But this will be one that you will see. Probably trying to finish that out. I don't know yet what this is going to end up looking like. And then of course, we got to get our Halloween haunted house. Whoa! All right, folks, there you have a boo card, getting you ready for the Halloween season. I don't know. I've sent a couple of Halloween cards. I might have to take on a whole new life this year, and send Halloween cards, because I just think they're kind of fun. Okay, don't forget a couple of things and a new announcement. I have a group now. So this group is called Soft Spot Stampers. I know, imagine that, right? Why would I name it anything different? I would love to have you guys join me over there. I know Brina's in that group. What my plan is for that, or what I'd like to see on that, is I want to see some of your creations. I want you guys to post your cards. Share with us what you're working on. Let us get inspiration from each other. And Monday is going to be the first I Made It Monday card share. So start getting ready. No, you don't have to make your card on Monday. You can make it today, tomorrow, anytime. It could be a card that you made last week, but let's share them all on Monday. So jump on over to Soft Spot Stampers here on Facebook and join there. Anybody can join. I could add everybody, but I'd rather you guys tell me that you want to be a part of that group. So jump on over there. The next thing is, I have some classes coming up and I'm so excited. I'm finalizing the dates hopefully today with the 2 venues I'm having them at. And as soon as that's finalized, I'll get that posted. They will be here local in the Cedar Valley area of Iowa. The one class I'm working on now is using this online class, is using this set. So stay tuned for that as well. And don't forget, I love you guys joining me, and I would love your business. If you see something today, or maybe something in the past that you think you might want to work on, or you need help with, please let me know. I'm going to be placing orders on Fridays. So if you need something, want something, get in touch with me and I'll help you out with that process. If you're ordering online, you can do that yourself as well. Just go to www.softspotstamping.com. Softspotstamping.com right there. You'll find the Shop Now button. You'll actually find it on the Facebook page as well. So click that button, pick out what you're looking for, and your order will ship straight to you. If you do that and it's less than $150, use this code J9YNNTEQ. That's the hostess code, and I get hostess rewards for that, Stampin' rewards for that, and that's what I share with. So anybody who places an order helps me share more stuff with you guys. So I appreciate that. And any questions, bop them in here. Please don't forget to share this. I know a lot of you have some of this stuff and are using it, but you never know who else might want to buy some stuff, or who could use this. This is an inspiration. Thanks for your time today, guys. I kept it right at 30 minutes. I was a little worried about that. Have a great Thursday, and like I said, let's keep the Carolinas in our thoughts this weekend. They're going to be going through some stuff. I've been through hurricanes before. Frederick was actually 79 today. So he hit Mississippi, where I was living, growing up, in 1979. It was supposed to be our first Pee Wee football game, and we were Pee Wee football cheerleaders, so we cheered Freddie on in the living room. My sisters will hate me for that, but anyway, that's what we did. Guys, have a great Thursday. See you next week. Bye bye.